Dairy products and calcium. Milk, yogurt, cheese, and other dairy products are a prime source of calcium and are also fortified with vitamin D. Calcium is the most abundant mineral in the body, but it is also the one most likely to be inadequately supplied in the diet. Most North Americans do not consume enough calcium, with older adults and teenagers particularly at risk for low intake. Healthy bones and teeth. Calcium is essential for the normal growth and maintenance of bones and teeth, and calcium requirements must be met throughout life. Requirements are greatest during periods of growth, such as childhood, during pregnancy, and when breastfeeding. Long-term calcium deficiency can lead to osteoporosis, in which the bone deteriorates and there is an increased risk of fractures. You can meet your calcium needs by eating or drinking at least 3 or 4 servings of dairy products daily. Some dairy products, such as hard cheese and whole milk, do contain a significant amount of saturated fat, which can contribute to cardiovascular disease. Therefore, you should choose low-fat or fat-free dairy products that will meet your calcium requirements. Cheese is the most common source of saturated fat in the North American diet. If you cannot imagine giving it up, try substituting a low-fat variety made with part-skim milk, such as mozzarella, ricotta, cottage, or farmer's cheese. Fish and shellfish are healthy choices. These are both excellent sources of protein, which is a particularly important nutrient, and minerals. Since fish and shellfish are also low in saturated fat, they offer a nutritious, healthy alternative to meat and poultry, and should be included at least once a week in a healthy diet. Many types of oily fish, including tuna, salmon, mackerel, herring, sardines, swordfish, and trout, contain omega-3 fatty acids, which have been shown to confer health benefits. For example, they may improve your mood, reduce depression, and reduce inflammation in the joints and arteries. Research does show that eating such fish may also help reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease by decreasing blood pressure and also the levels of triglycerides in the blood. At least once a week. The message is clear: if you are not already doing so, eat fish and shellfish at least once a week. When you go out to eat, order fish instead of meat for your entree. For the greatest benefit, you should choose fish that is grilled or broiled, without butter, rather than breaded and fried, since the latter cooking method adds unhealthy saturated fat to the meal. Benefit of turkey and chicken. In addition to being excellent sources of protein, vitamins, and minerals, wild meat, turkey, and chicken are lower in both total and saturated fat than red meat and should be substituted for red meat wherever possible. However, the fat and calorie content of both turkey and chicken increase significantly when the skin or dark meat, wings and legs, is eaten. Fat content is also higher in poultry products such as turkey hot dogs or ground turkey. For example, turkey or chicken hot dogs contain around 70% fat, but this is still a lower fat content than a regular beef hot dog, which contains about 80% fat. If you really enjoy hot dogs, try tofu and soy varieties, which are excellent alternatives to meat hot dogs. Eating red meat. Red meat includes beef, lamb, veal, and pork, and is a major source of protein. However, it is also high in saturated fat and cholesterol. People who eat red meat daily have higher rates of cardiovascular disease than those who eat it less often. This is probably related to the saturated fat and cholesterol content. A high intake may also increase your risk of colon cancer. Studies have shown that people who replace red meat with chicken and fish have a lower risk of cardiovascular disease and colon cancer. Nutritionists now encourage you to eat more fish, health fast and whole grains instead of red meat, saturated fat, and refined carbohydrates. However, meat is an important source of protein, vitamin B12, iron, and zinc. If you really like red meat, make a point of choosing lean cuts, such as pork loin or filet mignon, and eat them only occasionally rather than every day. In addition, trim off excess fat and use low-fat cooking methods. Using fats and oils. Fats are found not only in foods, but are also added during preparation, cooking, and serving. They are essential to your health, but one of the most interesting nutritional discoveries of the past decade has been that not all fats have the same effect on your health. Saturated fats such as butter, lard, and drippings have been identified as having the potential to increase the risk of cardiovascular disease. This is because they raise the levels of cholesterol in the bloodstream. However, we now know that other fats, such as monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, found in plant-based oils and fish, are healthy and may protect against disease. As a first step in modifying your diet, substitute olive or canola oil for animal fats in your cooking. Bear in mind that whichever oil you choose, fat is a concentrated source of energy, providing 100 calories per tablespoon, and should be used in moderation. Beneficial oils. Monounsaturated fats, which are found in abundance in canola and olive oil, have been shown to reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease when they are eaten as part of a healthy diet.